Wednesday 3.
We're in Wednesday 1.
No question in my mind.
We came from one of the toughest areas of Phoenix, mostly especially of course.
Praying for safety and
Got people on the defense talking about it. You better get your ass involved. You better get involved.
I just gotta say, when it comes to Dallas,
Different.
for sure, and they would have thrown it off because this guy gets off you.
Father from and then I go to bed every night like G man, I promise you that we got a Man, what is up, Cowboys Nation? Your boy Mike Tag here, of course, with Jimmy Dee. We are live. It's Monday night, heading in the cave. First of all, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure you hit that like, make sure you hit that thumbs up, make sure you hit that subscribe, make sure you hit that alert button, and definitely much love to the over 120 new subscribers your boy got over the weekend. I did my mock draft. I got a lot of criticism. A lot of people telling me I got to take offensive line. I don't believe in offensive line. So I said, you know what, Jimmy Dee, here's an opportunity. Now all the talkers have their opportunity. Let you tell us who you're going to pick. Jimmy's going to pick the Falcons. I think Rick's going to help him a little bit.
Yep, Rick's going to help me.
We want to give you guys the opportunity, if you've got the guts. If you've got the guts, you're going to be able to call in, which I got the number there. You can. I'm going to put the link in the chat, so you can just click that link, and you're going to join the show. And you could do each round. We'll split it up if we get more people. We'll switch the rounds up. So here's an opportunity for you guys to do it. And so Jimmy Dee, before we get started and give people an opportunity to start getting in here, what are you up to, man? You ready for this draft or
ready for the draft? And you know what? Go ahead. I didn't know if your ass was getting a little tight with that Knicks game. It looked a little scary. A little bit, yes.
I was watching.
And our friend, the Biggins, he had his finger on that button. Good thing he didn't do it because, we took care of it. And the Knicks are back on tonight. But, my friends in the cave, everybody, I'm going to miss a little bit of the game to be with you tonight. And another thing, because we owe it to everybody in the cave. I did some homework, so I actually could lend a little bit of credibility with a lot of help from Rick. I can lend a little bit of credibility to my Falcons mock draft.
There you go. So anyone who wants to do the first pick for the Cowboys, like I said, you can either call in or let me put the link, and you guys can jump on. Don't be scared. This is supposed to be fun. You don't want me to do the draft. I want you guys to do it. If not, I'll get Mikey Schefter in here. He'll run the draft.
Exactly.
But
hey, by the way,
I just posted the link is on there. So all you got to do is click the link or call in, and you will we'll get you guys in there, and we're going to get this draft. We'll get the draft going. But I did, just to kind of talk a little bit about it, I did my mock draft, my final draft. And I was pretty excited about it. I thought, hey, I addressed the positions of need. I thought I had, some triples, some doubles, some singles, maybe some home runs. I mean, I had something. And some people were very critical. Some people said, hey, I need offensive line. Our offensive line stinks. And I don't know if I'm the lone Cowboy fan in this world. I'm pretty comfortable with our offensive line. I think we addressed some depth. I think we got that going. And I think we got it, but I think we have our first pick. Do we have our first pick? Do we got? Let me fix this so it's right, Rick. I want to get you in there, right? So there's Rick. What's happening?
Rick, what's going on?
Hey guys, what's up?
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, sorry to fix this. There you go. So you are in the house. You are going to get the opportunity to make the Cowboys' first pick. But then I guess Jimmy's telling me he don't know what he's doing. He said he talked to Rick, said he's going to do him right if Jimmy needs a helping hand. So you might be busy tonight. You got enough time? Not enough time. Do you have time?
Rick, is that the TV?
Can you hear us, Rick?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
There you go.
I'm raving,
Can you
and
hear
you
me?
didn't respond.
I don't.
Can you? I don't know if you can hear us.
I'm here.
But can you hear us?
Yeah, but you hear
Turn
the
your-
words that are coming out of my mouth?
Make sure you're not muted. Make sure you're not muted. We might have to find a new person.
Oh no, man! Now I'm hung out to dry here. It might be the mute button.
Rick, check and make sure
No,
you
I-
don't have your mute button.
Not on mute.
All right. I don't know. Try do it. Log off and log back in. We're gonna
Yeah,
try
let's
it
try
one more
that.
time.
That's a
Try
good
it
idea.
One more time. We'll
Yeah.
try it one more time. We'll see what happens. If not, I'm gonna need a filler. Rick has got the first one, but I'll take someone by a phone call, or I'll take someone by, again, just click on that link and you should be good to go. But we're going to give Rick one more chance. He was ready to go. He's
He's ready to rock and roll.
Doing his homework. He's telling me he's getting all this stuff done. So we want to make sure we got it. But we might need a backup. We might need a backup because the Cowboys have the first pick, or the 12th pick in the draft. They're picking before your Falcons.
Yes.
In my mock draft, Jimmy, I traded with the Falcons. I didn't like 12. I saw some value. The Falcons are like, hey, Mike Tag, I want to move up a little bit. There's a guy that I want. And you know who they took?
Who the Cowboys took?
No, the Falcons traded up to my
Yes.
spot. You understand? Not my dog spot.
Not a liver spot.
Not a liver spot. My spot. They went ahead and took the kid from Penn State, the tight end.
Hold on a second.
So they don't have a lot of faith in your boy Kyle Pitts, I don't think.
And you know it's funny because I did some homework, so I had some idea of what I'm talking about.
All right, we might.
I don't want a tight end, but we got Rick back in.
We might have Rick back now. Can you hear us, Rick?
Is that better, Rick?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we live? Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm going to go.
All right. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with something. Rick is here. He heard what I said, but I didn't hear what he said. But now we're good to go. So Rick, we're gonna put up the draft board. You're gonna have the 12th pick for the Cowboys, right? So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. We went ahead and did the draft. You tell me, is there positions? Let's look at who they got just to see who went where. So Abdul Carter gone, Hunter's gone, Cam Ward's gone. We got my man the tackle. I don't want to mispronounce his name. Is gone. Graham's gone. T-Mac's gone. Genty. The tight end is gone. So most of the guys that we think are gone. So the Cowboys got the 12 picks. So what are you thinking, Rick? What's your thoughts? What position you want me to look at?
Well, wide receiver.
Wide receiver. All right. Well, let's go. We got wide receiver. So you got Burden, you got Egbuka, you got Golden. Those are like your three big ones, right? I would say.
From the homework I did, I think they are.
Is any trades or anything?
Well, let's see what we got. You're looking to wheel and deal. I like it. So the Falcons are looking to trade. Now, Jimmy would have to approve that. Pittsburgh at 21 and the Ravens at 27.
No, don't trade the Falcons pick. I don't want to trade up.
Jimmy's not. So you either got to do 21 with Pittsburgh
Well, I'm not going to trade the Falcons pick.
Thank you.
or 27. What are you thinking?
So I would go with the Mika.
You going to Egbuka?
Yeah.
Are you going to get, let's get back over here. Now, you must have been watching my draft because I went to Emeka Egbuka. Wide receiver, let's see, the pick is in. The pick is in. We got Emeka Egbuka is going to be the wide receiver from Ohio State. Let me just tell you and give your opinion, Rick. This guy does everything good. His ceiling may not be as high as T-Mac, but he does everything good, blocking, route running, hands. He is probably, to me, the safest pick. He comes from championship pedigree at Ohio State, as much as it pains me. What do you think, Rick? What's your thoughts? Are you happy with that? Would you have wanted to trade down? Was there someone else you were eyeing that's gone? Give us your thoughts behind that pick.
What, Falcons pick?
No. Why
No.
you picked Egbuka? Why did you pick him? What'd you like?
I picked Ibuka because he's the most all-around player. He
Yeah.
can play in any position. He can block, get downfield. He can catch anything. He also can, be a number 2 because he's been that his whole career.
Absolutely. No, and he's a baller. So I like that. Now you're going to hang on for Jimmy's first round pick to
Yes.
maybe give him some advice. So we're going to go to the Falcons.
Now,
The Falcons are picking number 15, Jimmy.
Now, Rick, I want you to hear me out on this one because remember, you're my advisor, you're my consigliere on this one, okay? So I'm looking at, I don't know, nothing like you guys, but I did some homework here, and I know that, we got picked 15. However, from what it looks like to me, there's a lot of defensive. We need an edge. We need interior defensive linemen. That's what we need, okay? And I'm looking at, there's a plethora of those players in the first round. Meanwhile, on the offensive end, like wide receiver, there's not as much. And I know if you look down, Denver, Houston, the Rams, Cincy, they need wide receivers. That's what they're looking for up front. So trade down, and then we're missing. We have a pick in the first round, pick in the second. We don't have a third round pick. So I'm thinking trade to one of those teams, go back to, in the 20s somewhere, 22, 23, pick up a 2 second round. So we'll have 2 second round picks.
Well, look at defensive ends for you.
Do you want me to look at the DN?
Yes. Yep.
All right, let's see here. Let's see what we got. We got the DNs. Let's see. Edge rushers there.
Yes.
You got Pierce. I mean, you might be reaching a little bit for a few guys, but beggars can't be choosers unless you try and trade down.
Well, and
if you're stuck on edge.
And that's the thing, Rick. What do you think?
Scroll down.
Yeah. Michael Williams.
I'd probably go with everybody likes for right now for the picks. I go with probably Michael Williams.
Jimmy's coming from the big pedigree, 6'5", 265. He's a big dude.
And that's what we're looking for.
Program.
And that's what we're looking for. So him or that Nick Scarton. Now my thing is, if we trade down, let's say we trade first round picks with, let's say, Denver, and we get
you got to have someone who wants to dance, Jimmy.
Yes. So
you got
Denver,
Green Bay, Minnesota, Houston, the Rams, the Lions, the Eagles, the Dolphins in the second round. They say they want to move up to the first round. So those are your trade partners.
Well, Houston has 2 second round picks. I want another second round pick. So maybe they're looking to wheel and deal a little bit, and we get their second round pick. They get our first.
Well, try to see if you want to trade down to get to you another pick. That's up to you. But you could see if where's Houston picking?
Houston's at 25. 25.
Okay. If you go to 25 and get the extra pick, you might not get Michael Williams.
However, we might have some of the other guys that were listed there before, like Nick Scourton.
Yeah, you could try, that's up to you. You could try that if you want.
You know what? I'd like to try that because we really need another pick in the second or third round.
You want to see if they'll do it? They're going to wheel and deal. So you want to go down to 25. You want to get that, give their 15, and you want their 58. Do you think they'll do it? They said they'll likely accept it if you want to.
That's what I want.
All right. They accepted it. Good. So now, Jimmy, you're looking at edge. And let's see, your priorities there. All right, you got your guys still sitting there.
And it's still there.
So Rick was spot on. Michael Williams, huh? Let's do it.
That's who. Jimmy's got it. All right. So what is your thoughts, Jimmy, behind that? What's your thoughts?
Well, I think he's better than the top two that were there, like Shamar Stewart and Nick Scorton.
Yeah.
Shamar Stewart's better than Nick Scorton, too. Everybody's looking down at Nick Scorton anyways.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And, Jimmy, you're satisfied?
Oh, I'm satisfied.
All right.
Very much
All right.
so,
Well,
yeah.
Rick, you did the first round. We're going to see what the people want to do in the second. We appreciate you supporting the cave and coming in here, man. Don't forget, we got our live
Rick, thank you,
draft
Rick.
show Thursday, so it's an opportunity for you to come in and hang out. Now you broke the ice, so you're going to be
You're
good
welcome,
to go. So
guys.
hopefully we'll see you Thursday. Take care, man.
Thanks, Rick. See you Thursday.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
Let's see.
that's
Let's
good.
see. So, Jimmy,
McKelly.
you're happy with it. So we got to
Yes.
see. Great job, Rick. People get nervous. I hate when people get nervous, but great job. And let's see what we got in the second round. And if we don't get someone, we're going to have to take it to the audience. But the Cowboys are on the clock. The Cowboys are on. Does someone want to make that pick? If not, I'm going to just put it to the audience. I'm going to put it to the audience and let you guys tell me, who are you taking with the 44th pick? You can log in or you can call in. We got a bunch of cowards here, Jimmy.
Yeah, I know.
They say they want to do a pick. They don't want to do the pick.
Tonight, the chat's a coward after all.
I know. So
Oh,
I'll help them out.
oh, helper.
I'm going to be the helper. So what do you guys tell me? You want me to look at cornerback or do we want to look at running back? What is the position that unless you're saying D tackle, unless you're saying a different position of need, what are you guys in the chat thinking for your pick? We need to know. We need to find out who wants to do it. My man Cuts is in here. I don't put Cuts on the spot, but I saw Cuts. He criticized my draft. He criticized my draft. You understand what I said, Jimmy?
Yeah.
He criticized my draft. So I want to see if he knows better than Mike Tag. Who are you taking, Cuts, with that second pick? The second pick in the second round for the Cowboys. I see cornerback, D tackle, running back. I have no issues with any of those. So we are looking to see what we got. What do we got at running back? Let's see what our running.
I mean, running back is, if I'm you guys, that's where I'm going. If I'm a
Absolutely.
Cowboys fan.
But I'll be honest with you. I took cornerback at with the second pick.
Man.
The right guy was there, but running back, you got the kids from Ohio State. You got Harvey. You got Martinez. You still got a pretty good plethora of running backs left. When you're getting into the cornerback position, you're getting in. And Jimmy, you got to help me if people comment because I can't see.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm on it.
You can go Benjamin Morrison from Notre Dame. I like Ravel. I know he's coming off an injury, but there's value there. The Cowboys seem to love to get guys when they're coming off an injury for some reason. But or you got Harrison from Kentucky. I'm not enamored with any of these. When I did my draft, I got Amos, and Amos in this draft ended up going 37. So I don't know if anyone's loving the cornerback or if you want to go running back. Cuts is saying
running back.
He said, so what running back, Cuts, are you taking with this pick? Who's Cuts in love with? Johnson or Henderson?
Rick is saying Johnson or Henderson running back.
So what is Cuts saying for running back? We're going to let him do the second.
Yeah,
pick.
Cut, exactly. Come on. Cuts, come on in. Let's talk.
Well,
and it's funny.
He get through it through the chat if he wants. But.
And Mike, you know what it is too? It kind of backs up your theory, and you've said that running backs nowadays are a dime a dozen. So you're backing up your theory on this. So there'll be running backs in the later rounds.
I think so. Me personally, I would have went cornerback, but I'm not digging the cornerbacks. If there's something I would maybe look at as well, would be maybe D tackle. But I think D tackle is one of those positions that you can get some value in the later rounds.
Okay, wait now.
Get some value in the later rounds.
Cuts is saying Henderson. So
Cuts is, if that's okay. If Cuts is saying Henderson, then it's going to be Henderson. I mean, that's just the way it goes. I mean, who's going to doubt Cuts by Jones? He does phenomenal work on his custom cuts. And if he says Henderson, he's looking at Ohio State. We're doing what the Eagles did with Georgia. We're taking that method to Ohio State. National champions, get some championships in here, get working hard, And look at what cuts his shoulder.
Cuts.
He got his shirt off. He's out he's in his garage at the bar. He's gonna end up getting the police over there. He's probably raising hell. And I don't want to see him on any clips on Twitter getting in trouble.
Cuts has his shirt off. We might get some more viewers. Come on, Cuts. That's what we need here.
All right, so we're good to go. So we got this one. So now, Jimmy, the Falcons are up. You got the 46th pick. What are you thinking? If anyone in the audience wants to help Jimmy out, let him know. But what position are you thinking about?
So now I'm happy that we have 2 second rounders because we still need either edge or defensive lineman, but we're in need of a center because Dahlman left for Chicago. We don't have, Newsel, hopefully he ain't starting. So let's look at what we got on at center position right now.
All right, hold on one second. So center position, you guys are hurting with your offensive line. So that should be interior offensive line.
Yes.
So you got a Georgia kid.
Oh, well.
Jared Wilson. You got McLaughlin, Ohio State. You're talking. I like guys from big schools. I don't know how other people feel about it, but I don't know. I just love guys that are competing every day.
Okay, so let me ask you. So everybody, Mike included, everybody out there. So Georgia, that big school, right? They got a SEC schedule. Am I right or not?
No, it is. If you want me to be the Mel Kiper for you, I think center too early.
Okay.
Too early. I don't think there's enough value here. I think you should. What other positions? It's saying you need a receiver. It's saying you need an edge. It's saying you need a linebacker.
Edge and D-line. Edge and D-line. That's what I'm looking for right now.
Okay. And you got an edge guy, right?
Yeah, we got an edge guy already in the first round. So
what do you? It's saying, are you satisfied with your receivers?
Yes, I don't even, unless there's a killer. At wide receiver, I wouldn't want to go that route right now. Now, if you're telling me,
I love me some Xavier Restrepo, but I don't know how he fits in your offense. You got Nolan's a big kid out of Iowa State. You got Kyle Williams, who's been kind of moving up the charts a little bit. You got Rolls, so you've got some guys there. If you're looking at linebacker, see what kind of value you get at linebacker, because I know you guys are hurting there. Let's see what's doing at linebacker. This kid's moving up the ranks. Carson Swishinger from UCLA. He's a hot commodity. You got Knight out of South Carolina, SEC. He's right there. So I think either one of the two, but Swishinger he's kind of been moving up the charts a little bit lately in these mock drafts. I've seen some actually have him sneaking into the first round. I don't know. Pass rush grade is off the charts for PFF. Run defense is solid, not overwhelming, but solid. Good coverage grade. He had a huge leap in 23 to 24. Obviously, played a lot more games, got a lot more snaps. So he's done it for 1 year in college. But you look at the size, 6'2", 225. He could be something.
You know what?
Something for you
I'm gonna trust you, and I'm gonna trust Rick on this one. That's what we'll do, because we can certainly use a linebacker as well. So.
I can't see. Is Rick agreeing with me?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, all right. I like it.
Yeah, I like that guy.
So now you're back again. Yes. Now here's where maybe you're looking at you're looking at some other positions, and I'm just going to put this out there. If you're looking for value. Okay. If you're like, I'm about value, Elijah Rojo from Miami, tight end, has been really, really good. You got some running backs. You got Scadaboo, you got Sampson. Winston's dropping, the safety from Penn State.
Steve says, don't give him our linebacker. So now this is tough for me right now, right? Because I'm still looking. I'm so zoned in on defense right now. I have trouble looking at. But
sometimes you got to do best available, Jimmy.
Right. That's right. That's right. So I'd like to look at those wide receivers again. I know you're saying Elijah Arroyo is the man at tight end. We still have Pitts, who all of a sudden's kissing ass on X a couple weeks ago.
No, I know. You still got the four. You got the five: Royals, Williams, Trey Harris, Restrepo. Who I love Restrepo, but again, he's got to fit in the offense that you want to be in. Jalen Noel.
So, okay, Mike, and with help from the crew in the chat, where would you guys go? And now looking at my homework I did, I heard Jalen Royals, they were high on him. Restrepo, they were high on him. I mean, so overall grade, strong overall grade.
6'2", 205. You got
little on the short end for a receiver nowadays, but
Williams. I mean, you talk about big playability, 17.1 yards of reception.
It's big.
6 foot 186. He's a little on the lighter side again. Trey Harris is another good receiver from Ole Miss. 6'3", 210.
That's what I'm looking for.
That's what you're
height,
and then
height and skill.
You got Restrepo, who's just done it year after year at Miami. Not a tall guy, but he's solid. 5'10", 198. He's a great slot receiver. I don't know how your slot receiver is.
We can use a slot. Ray.
He's from Coconut Creek. He's from our hometown. I mean,
and I like Ray McLeod, but I'd love to have a young guy right out of college. So Restrepo on the underneath routes works for me.
Yeah. So you got those 4. I mean, I don't know if you're going to go wrong with either one. It's just it matters. What do you think would best support your receiver? Obviously, London's your man. So
yes,
I mean,
we got London, we got Mooney, we got Rondale Moore's coming back. But if I can get somebody running the underneath routes, let's do it.
All right. So who you taking? Restrepo?
It was Restrepo. Yeah.
Restrepo from you.
You stole me.
You. He's going and he's there. All right. I'm liking, Jimmy, I'm digging what you're saying. So now, guys, 3rd round. If you're paying attention, our Cowboys, Rick went ahead and took Egbuka, first pick from Ohio State. We got Henderson. We got Cuts, did Trayvon Henderson. And now we've got our next one. And I'm bringing in a special guest for the 3rd round. I'm bringing in such special guests. We got Mikey Schefter has been chilling in the mini cave. He's coming in, so we want to bring you in for the 3rd pick. So we took
Mikey Schefter. How you doing?
He can't hear you. We took Egbuka and we took Henderson at running back. This is the fans' pick, so this is your choice. So we're in the 3rd round. Where do you think we need to look?
I think we need to look in the secondary. I think we need to look at the cornerback positions. Let's look at the cornerback positions.
All right, so we're gonna move that down. We got to get that secondary right. I don't know about you. I'm just not crazy about if you don't get a cornerback in the 2nd round.
See, I'm high on. See, in the 4th round, we can get Kobe Bryant or Noah Williams.
We don't have a 4th round.
That's right.
You understand? We don't have one.
So you took Henderson and you took Egbuka.
I didn't take him. These fans did. I told them to take a cornerback because this is the spot you're going to be in if you don't go cornerback. But Cut seems to know more than everybody else. He's criticizing me, and he took a running back in the 2nd round.
Good. Mike Tag going off on the chat. I don't believe it.
In a tough spot.
I know. So do you go safety and reach, a defensive tackle? We're our girl Spencer, who was on the show, she called our run defense Swiss cheese. So I don't know if we got to improve that.
What Swiss cheese? I will say. I think. I like this guy. I was watching some tape on him. He's a beast.
6'4", 305. He's from Texas. Most of our audience is going to love that.
Pass rush, solid.
No, wait a minute.
Around. That's it. I mean,
wait a minute.
I'm not.
Are you people reading the chat? I've been putting a few.
I can't see. What did they say? Because we're looking at
Noah Williams.
Noah Williams?
Yeah. Defensive tackle. Cornerback or defensive tackle?
Well, that's our defensive tackle right there.
Noel is better.
Like Broughton?
Noel is better.
Noel is better. I like Ty Robinson.
Big Nebraska, but
Steven says I'll make Andrew play.
Don't go by PFF.
No, I'm not.
The gospel. That guy's a wrecking machine. You understand what I said?
He is. I'm watching the Nebraska game. But I think we go this guy right here.
All right.
I think this is a guy we need desperately.
We need a run deep. We need a run stopper. So he's going with that. I don't know if you guys like that or not, but that's what Mikey Schefter.
Listen,
if you guys have a problem with it,
Mikey Schefter.
Yeah, he said trust the man. Trust the man. I mean, he's getting there. Everyone seems to love that. Love that. There was a cornerback. Do they like the cornerbacks? I'm just not crazy about these cornerbacks, Jimmy.
What in the draft?
Yeah.
There's
well.
some solid ones. Like I said, Kobe Bryant. I love Kobe Bryant. And then
Kobe
the dude
Bryant.
from California.
All right, so
I keep thinking basketball when you say that name.
I know that's what I was wondering what he was saying. So now, Jimmy,
Yes.
you're on the clock. What are we looking at? You guys help Jimmy out.
Yeah, center. We need a center right now. 4th round, we need a center.
And remember, I can't see Jimmy, so I can't see these
Okay.
comments. So if someone's bad mouthing me, I expect you to at least tell me.
Oh, no, I don't want to give you that bad news. All right, guys, where do I pick next? We got the 4th round. We need a center. Like I said, we lost our starting center.
Now you see that, Jimmy?
Our backup's
You
terrible.
see what I'm saying? The center, one of the centers you wanted, is still sitting there. Still
Okay,
sitting.
see, Mike Tag has smarts.
I like Jake Majors too. I like the Texas kid, the Ohio State. Do you have any thoughts on one better than the other?
See, I always go for guys from like big schools.
Well, they're both big schools. I got in an argument
Yeah.
with a guy on Twitter because he
Yeah,
said I wanted championship guys. He said, "Well, Texas." I said, "Texas, but they won a championship in forever." What are you talking about?
Texas,
And,
get out of their jurisdiction.
hey, give me guys from the U. I mean, statistically, we had the best line last year.
No, we did.
Coach saying Rick is saying Lampkin.
Rick is saying Lampkin.
Willie Lampkin, North Carolina.
Willie Lampkin.
But we need a center. He's a guard though. That's
No, he's a guard. You want, but you can always move him. We move
5'11".
BB.
Really?
5'11", 290. I don't know if I'm.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go
I
there.
don't know, Rick really helped me out in that 1st round though, man.
No, I
What about
know.
this
We don't want
Seth McLaughlin?
Mike Frazier's good.
Mike Frazier.
What about
Miles
Tim
Frazier.
Johnson?
Miles
Tim
Frazier.
Johnson. Seth
Who's-
McLaughlin.
Is that who you're going with?
No, let's see what he's got. Like a big team, Ohio State.
This guy's fresh up 6'4".
Oh!
He's 6'4", over 300 pounds.
We'll take him. Take him. Take him.
I like that pick for Jimmy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mikey Schefter gave his his
Steven
boy-
said Jake.
his approval.
They need it desperately.
All right, I like Jake, so we're gonna keep that. So now we've got
See, Steven, he didn't do it. He didn't give this one away.
which one?
Well, before you were getting chirped for giving away one of your linebackers.
Oh, I got you. All right, so the Cowboys are picking now, and you could double down on defensive tackle. We could go cornerback because
Reed's good. I like Jalen Reed.
from Penn State to safety. You think we need a safety?
I'm
right.
saying he's good.
Guys, so we're on
Fifth
for the
round.
Cowboys, 5th round, pick 12.
What are you guys thinking
do we
for
need?
this one? What are you guys thinking for this pick?
Stephen Mack. Woo! That's how you take control of the match.
I
Rick
know.
is saying cornerback. Rick says
Rick has
cornerback.
been Rick is the only one I trust because he's the only guy that had the balls to come in here. I put
Yes.
the link up. All these guys talked all this hype, telling me I
Yeah.
can pick better than you. What the hell are you
Yeah.
doing? I don't know. You don't know what you're picking. And I gave them the
Yeah.
opportunity, Jimmy, and they're cowards. You understand what I just said?
Mike, you know what it is, Mike? It's those beer muscles.
Yeah, they don't want to look foolish. I gave them the opportunity. So,
Andrew Fisher.
Um,
Andrew says
best
BPA quarterback.
player available.
Yep.
Andrew's talking best player available at cornerback or D tackle. So that is, when you say best player available, it's kind of what is your flavor? What are you looking at? So you've got the 2 defensive tackles, right? Robinson and Jackson. Jackson's more of a run stuffer. Robinson's more of a pass rusher, right? He's more of that defensive tackle that's going to get up the field. I like the guy from Florida. He reminds me of probably one of the greatest defensive tackles I've seen in my era, and he went by the name of Finch, and he played for the Wildcats. I think you remember him, Jimmy. That's what Jackson reminds me of. He had what was the coach's name? She loved him. They tried to bribe him to check his jock. We need a run stuffer, and he's that guy. He's a mountain. He's a mountain. And so I would look at that. But Mikey Schefter, what are you thinking?
Everything is leaning quarterback or safety in the chat.
I know, cornerback and safety. So let's see what we got at both.
And
Let's just
Stephen White's saying we're in the
Kobe
lineman
Bryant
zone
said.
now. He thinks Stephen White thinks we missed out on DB, on defensive back.
We did miss
lineman.
out on DB.
Mickens is good.
I like Mickens. I took Mickens in my draft.
I like that guy.
You go another Ohio State guys? We just be the Ohio State team. or do you go Jalen Reed?
I like Jalen Reed. Malachi Moore.
Oh,
he's
Malachi
a
Black.
American.
Yeah. Quincy
I
Riley.
thought he's going back to the WWE.
You're gonna wait.
I'm just looking.
I know. What are we thinking? You either going to go cornerback or safety.
I think we're better off going safety here.
All right. He says there's value. I sure the hell hope that somebody is. I hope Steven
Steven's saying Riley.
Another cornerback. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble with this draft.
Steven's saying Riley.
Riley?
Yeah.
Steven's talking about Riley.
Hey,
Who's Riley? Where's he at? Go down.
There.
Quincy
Riley.
He's solid. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, he did. He had a rough senior. Yeah, he had a great junior.
See, Malachi Moore is underrated.
Stephen Mack wants to know what's available at cornerback.
He's a captain on Alabama.
He is a captain. Let's look at cornerback for Steven. Let's help Steven get this pick. We're gonna, you know what we do, Mikey? Let Steven. We're gonna let Steven. We're letting the expert Steven make this pick. That way they can't hold it against us. I like.
Okay, well, we got Stephen Mack and Stephen White. Which one we?
Whoever you want, you pick one.
Okay, you know what? Right now,
I can't see him.
Okay, Stephen White, you're on this one. You're on the clock now. Stephen White, you're on the clock. He's saying Malachi.
You're on the clock. You got Wally.
He's saying Malachi.
Longer beam sounds like a beast.
Yeah, the name is there. Quincy Riley. I mean, is there anyone that you guys are digging, or do you want me to go somewhere else?
Someone said Malachi.
Is that who Stephen White wants?
Yes, Stephen White said Malachi.
We talk about the safety from Bama.
Is that the safety he wants?
Yeah.
Make sure.
Denzel Burke? Oh, we got to. Wow. He's that low?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
No,
Yeah,
they don't think none of them. Jerry, help me out. Who do you want? Because I can't see the.
No, Stephen White says Malachi. He wants you to pick Malachi. And Stephen Mack, you're next. You're going to be the next one picking.
All right, so he wants us to go at 149. I mean, he's saying, well, I think we're reaching. I don't know what the hell's going on around here. That's out of reach. You don't think we could have got? We're on the clock again. You don't think he would have been there?
Denzel Burke is up.
All right, Stephen Mack, he's our draft guru. He was on our live draft show that we're going to be having Thursday. He was helping us out a little bit, analyzing some of the picks in the first round. So I'm sure he's got some insight.
Okay, now look at SoCal just jumped in and said he was he's out in the yard. So he was
out in the yard.
On the yard. Yep. So hey, SoCal, you can chime in. If you click the link, you can come in live
and give your pick.
We're gonna do it live.
SoCal's not afraid of a little airtime. I've seen that man in work.
That's right.
Him in work.
He's a good businessman. Hey, listen, Stephen Mack, you're up, man. What do you think? Oh yeah, that's it. SoCal StreamYard thing. If you click in, you can be part of the show.
Jesus, he's definitely from California. Oh, we got a DB. Oh, he's driving home from work, so he's useless.
Oh, okay.
He's useless. He is useless. So I'm going to have to take the bull by the horns. What do you guys? I'm going to put this out to the chat. Ty Robinson, defense. I know double down on defensive tackle.
Okay.
What a solid pass rush grade. Average run defense. The dude is 6'6", 310 pounds. He's coming off a great year at Nebraska, plays at a good, Power 5 school. That's who I like.
Wait,
that's why I took in my mind.
I need to interject here because
Denzel Burke is there.
Wait a minute. Stephen Mack said he's currently driving home from work. And he can multitask, but we don't want anybody, texting and driving or drinking and driving.
Anyone crashing, and I don't want to be involved in any lawsuits. Liability. Exactly. Stephen Mack, who do you want? What position are you thinking? But he's got to see who we've taken.
Well, he says cornerback, but what do we currently have up on the
Mack
board?
wants a cornerback. So we haven't taken a cornerback.
We have not taken a cornerback.
We haven't taken a cornerback yet. So I'll read him off to Mack because I don't want him looking and getting in trouble. So he's dead set on cornerback, and if he wants to be on cornerback, be a cornerback.
Okay, so we need a cornerback. And while you're pulling that up, the cornerback, SoCal's saying he only uses Mac browsers, not terrible internet browsers. Yeah, well.
Mac uses StreamYard. What is he, a meathead?
Come on, SoCal. All right, so cornerback.
So Cal, don't be filth.
He is filth.
All right. So this is the cornerbacks we have. You got Wally. You got I don't know the guy from Western Michigan. Is that Cone?
Cone, yeah.
Cone, Fortune,
South Carolina.
Black, Corey Black from OSU,
Marshall.
Frazier. You got Marshall from Florida. You got Denzel Burke from Ohio State. My kid over here stomping the ground wanting Denzel Burke.
If we don't take Denzel Burke here, I'm questioning these so-called experts we have in the
He's
chat.
gonna be questioning some of these people. So
I mean, he was a projected
Okay.
first-round pick at one point.
and you tell you culture, hey, he can multi-cat. He can multi.
Yeah, well,
So.
I need to sleep tonight. I don't want that happening to my conscience.
There's no way he's that low.
You don't think so? Should I? Because if I'm picking, I'm taking the defensive tackle.
Well, why don't we do this while we're waiting, Mike
I
Tag?
think
While we're
both
waiting
are
for Stephen
That
Mack
was
to get
the
back to us.
shutdown corner. I mean,
SoCal was
that's
asking what
but he was
the
good for
prior
Ohio
picks
State.
were.
Fresh off the national championship.
All right, so we'll do a quick recap to give him a second. We're going to do a quick recap. So I'm going to put the picks up. Rick led us off with Egbuka, taking him with the 12th pick, Ohio State wide receiver. My man Cutts went in and got Henderson, Trayvon Henderson, running back, Ohio State. Broughton, Mikey Schefter took the big defensive tackle from Texas.
Mhm.
And Malachi Moore, Stephen took the safety out of Alabama. And that's where we stand today. That's where, and I'll be honest with you guys. I'm comfortable with edge rusher. I don't think we need to draft one unless there's someone there with value.
No.
And I'm satisfied with the free agency moves they made at offensive line and what we have. I don't think an offensive line is a desperate need. Now, if there's a guy there, Jake Majors, if he's still there, whoever, I like him. I wouldn't mind picking one up. So that's what I want to see.
SoCal, the draft hasn't even happened. Camp hasn't
Well,
happened,
you're
and you're headed for
thinking
10.
Well, based off this draft that these experts did in this chat room, we'll probably get 4 wins. You get 4 wins. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I'm only kidding.
You can trade down.
I like our picks. We tried to trade down, but we didn't have a dance party. You got to have a dance party.
Oh, so you took Egbuka with the phone.
We
Okay,
have-
wait a minute. Here we go. Stephen Mack,
I
his
agree
phone
with
is
you.
Mike, this is what we're thinking. This is what we're thinking. A lot of excitement with this pick. The pick is in. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and we're going Denzel Burke.
That's
We're
a
going.
steal.
We're going Ohio. This is Ohio State Cowboys. This is what we're doing now. We're taking a page out of Philadelphia. We're going to get. If we can't win Super Bowls, we're going to get some guys who won championships and try and change a mentality, change a little culture here.
culture.
So I am digging this. I am digging what's happening. And so that leads us with, what do we got left, Jimmy? What do we do? What do we got?
So we got next up would be, well, you
not-
guys would be
do you
next.
not have any draft picks?
Do we only have 2? That's why I wanted to trade up before because
Oh.
we only have 2 more
hey,
picks after this.
The Cowboys are on the clock again.
Yes, we're right after you.
So is Know-It-All SoCal the next one picking?
Hey, SoCal. So, you know what? SoCal's on the clock. He said, I'm done with this draft, but not yet. SoCal, we really need your pick on this one.
I mean, I would bring in Jalen Ramsey if he could.
Well, Ohio State. I don't know what to tell. I'm a Miami guy. You think I like to see others Ohio State? But I need to see some players in here. We got, I am not worried about it. I'm liking what we got. So,
No, I like this.
All right,
What are we-
SoCal, you're on the clock.
what do we now? I know some people are talking about interior linemen. There's a little concern. Zach Martin, Cooper Beebe. His natural position is guard. Do you maybe draft a center that will compete if they want to slide Beebe to guard? Do they draft a center to compete at that? Jake Majors, right?
Yeah.
I like Jake
Yeah.
Majors.
That's a,
Jackson Slater is another name that you hear a lot of at guard that could be an option for him.
So
Sacramento State.
Yes.
Rick-
Yes.
Rick is saying, oh, wait, SoCal says, I don't know the available players. What site are you on?
I'm on
Yeah, he's
it's on this one. You got to follow along.
No, he's
What
probably,
position?
give the pick to
is
some.
SoCal?
Oh, okay, gotcha. No, SoCal's listening on audio. He's not watching.
Oh,
Okay, so wait a minute. So Stephen Mack says Jalen Ramsey, and Rick Rick says
No, he's saying bring in
safety.
Jalen Ramsey. We're gonna need to bring in.
I think
Jalen.
Cooper Mays from Tennessee. That is a good
Texas
sign.
safety Mukaba. Or
Well, we
Jalen
got a
Ramsey.
safety.
Oh, bring
We
in
got a
Jalen
sa-
Ramsey. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a safety.
We did get a safety and a corner.
Cooper Mays from Tennessee is an option. Is that who? Is that
Cooper
who is that?
May.
Someone wanted.
Stephen
someone-
Mack is saying Cooper Mays
Good,
is a
yeah.
good center
He's good.
from Tennessee.
Well, if you're going to do that, I would look at another position because we've got other picks. So wide receiver.
Now, I will say, I don't want to chime in. Andrew Armstrong from Arkansas is pretty good.
What position is he
He's a
at?
receiver.
Wide receiver. Andrew Armstrong from Arkansas. He's got 1,100 yards. Only one TD though, but that's
Is Matilde DeMeo or Pat Lawson up there?
He almost looks like
They might be.
He almost looks like CD Lamb. I think he's like 6. He's a tall guy.
6'4", 200. Hey, I don't have an issue with that.
He's good.
I don't.
I watched a couple Arkansas games. He does.
Okay.
Is anyone against taking 2 receivers in the draft?
Okay, so Stephen Mack is saying Majors is a must. SoCal is saying draft the USC center.
Draft the USC. Now he wants to chime in. Now he wants to chime in.
USC.
So at Stephen Mack, would you take Majors over a wide receiver at this point?
All right.
I would take Armstrong and then go Cooper Mays and
So
the next round.
Rick is wanting to know what wide receiver is available right now.
Well, we had Armstrong, who's the one that Mikey Schefter's hot on.
Neil Armstrong?
Yeah. And I'm sure Sam Brown's there, Badger, Prather from Maryland. Jimmy Horn from Colorado.
I
He's
do
got
like
some
Jimmy
pedigree. He's got a pedigree there.
All the Colorado. I mean,
Brock Taylor is a name that you hear a lot of.
Memphis. Ja'Cory Brooks.
Steven is saying Mingo is going to be the surprise sleeper of the year.
I think so. Obviously, he was watching my video. Thank you. I did a video. Give a shameless plug. I think Mingo is the X factor of this offense because I think if he can, doesn't even have to be the 2, but if he can at least start the 2 and be a 3, if he can show the productivity that he had, I think he's definitely can be a guy for us. Linebacker. I agree with Rick. What about linebacker? No one's talking about linebacker. What happened to the conversation we had about that?
God.
Let's see.
What happened to that?
Let's get rid of receiver. Let's focus on linebacker.
And Cut says you got to give Mingo a real shot.
You give the brother a shot.
Give him a shot.
All right. So what are you guys thinking of linebackers? Any of these guys jumping off to you?
I like Shamar James from Florida.
You like the Florida linebacker. We like the Florida linebacker. 6'1", 229.
Oh, man. Stephen White's calling you out saying you tried to give Jimmy Dee our linebacker.
Jay Higgins.
Oh, I know. I did. But
he did. But Mike's trying to be nice. We know.
Hey, I'm trying to help the man out.
Exactly. We've known each other a long time. He can't help me out, damn it. And SoCal says, I said to get the USC center. That's what SoCal said.
Oh, so now he wants to make the pick? Well, fine. You said, Jim, did you say he's going to have the pick? Then he can have the pick.
Yes, he's got the pick. And he's
demanding.
demanding.
SoCal wants the center. This
He's
is
demanding.
what I'm showing you. SoCal's bitching about we ain't win no games. This is the reason why. Because we took a USC guy. So when we win 5 games, it's your fault. I'm going to hold you personally responsible.
He didn't want to take me. Oh, see, Andrew Armstrong's there.
He didn't want him. He wanted. All right. Now we have got to look at linebacker. We've got to look at linebacker. Right, Jimmy?
All right. So let me just read the comment here.
Any picks?
No, we are going to be. Which one are we on now for the Cowboys? Because I think we have
something.
We have 218. We have 218, then 244.
All right, well, you're going to be up next. So, what do you guys think at linebacker? Is any of these jumping off at you that you want to get?
Well, look at that. Shamar James looks like value. Look at his rank per the PFF. Leaps and bounds higher than these other linebackers.
See, I took the kid from Auburn, but in like the 7th round.
Yeah.
Okay, Rick is saying linebacker. Higgins.
So, what, Rick, is there any that jump out to you? Do you like Shamar James, Jay Higgins?
I like Jay
Rick.
Higgins.
Rick is saying Higgins. SoCal is saying Higgins.
Everyone's saying Higgins.
Stephen White's just laughing.
He's laughing at you?
Yeah, he's laughing at me, I'm sure.
Oh, man.
SoCal saying
These are all the teams he did good with.
All the teams he did. Look at it. He annihilated USC. That's probably why he wants them. But we're going to go with it. That's what he said. The man said Higgins. Rick, I trust Rick. I trust them. So now we got another pick, Jimmy. You guys don't have any picks.
we have 218 and then I think 244.
All right. We're right after us. So now what do we do?
This is Armstrong still.
Armstrong's still there.
Take-
All right. I'm just going to say Mikey Schefter's putting his foot down. He's taking Andrew Armstrong. Whether you guys like it or not, we're talking he's got the size. He's got some decent speed. He's got a 1,140 yards. Only one touchdown. I'm not crazy about that, but you can't hold that against him. Can't hold that against him.
Okay, now
So I'm going with the 6'4", 202-pound.
CD 2.0.
CD 2.0 is what he said. He's calling it now. He's calling his shot.
so now
All right.
Rick and this is
I
that
like that pick, Jimmy Restrepo.
Yeah, I talked him into it. All right, Jimmy, you're up.
Okay, so
Get your
now
shitty kick out of the way.
I'm thinking right now. You shut your mouth. Shut up. So I see now. I got a tough spot here because we still need defensive linemen or edge. But who's the best available player right now? That's what I'm looking for.
Best available. If you go by the board, that Jalen Reed. What's wrong? with him?
Safety, take him. Safety, take him.
Why is he dropping? Jimmy didn't even hesitate.
Nope, because we could use some help at
Also a
safety.
good pick because they just lost Justin Simmons.
Yeah, you lost Justin Simmons.
Simmons
Where'd
is
he go?
gone. Yes. Yep.
Wow, where did
And
he- I think is he still
Hey.
a free agent?
Matt
Yeah, no one signed him yet. Then.
Matt Judon, he's a free agent.
All right, guys. Would you take?
Nobody's
I
signing.
took Jalen Travis. Some people criticized me. We could do Kelly a solid and take Caleb
Take
Rogers.
Caleb Rogers.
Make him happy. I don't want him crying because I didn't take no Texas Tech guys. But what do you guys think we need it? I say I'm not prep, but do you think we need to take an offensive tackle? Should we take a tackle? Should we take a tackle?
I mean, at this stage of the game, at
you're
late
splitting
round,
hairs.
right?
You got obviously they brought in a veteran, but you got Steele looked better the last half of the year, and then of course you had Guyton struggle a little bit, but he was a rookie playing left tackle. I mean, that's kind of hard.
Oh, you
So
see,
do we make Kelly happy? He don't look that good.
Give up 15 sacks 1 year.
He gave up 15 sacks. We can't have that. We'll get our
No,
quarterback killed.
that's a problem.
He's highly experienced, though, 6'5", 310.
Yeah, maybe,
Go
but
along with it. Is no Hurricane players?
No,
for the offensive
no.
line?
you can't draft with your heart, Mikey.
Yeah.
6'7", 340. I mean, this guy's a wrecking machine.
Okay,
Pair him
now
up with, Tyler
Rick is
Beckham.
saying a guard.
Wrecking machines.
But we got a guard. You don't think we need to get a tackle?
Stephen White is saying we missed on tackles.
I don't trust Steele for nothing.
He did good against Miami. His best game was against Miami.
Steven's saying we have linemen better than these anyway.
Kansas.
Well, this is, I mean, we're picking in the 7th round, guys. This is like, we ain't asking
Right.
this guy to be the starter. Trying to get, is there a guy that you want to work in? You can make the argument of defensive tackle. I could, if you say, hey, give me a defensive tackle, I got no issues with that.
So
no issues.
Rick is saying no to tackle. SoCal is saying I think the Tech guy has arms like a T-Rex.
Yeah, he gave up a lot of sacks. If you guys want
With
to
the largest arms in the world.
I'm gonna go Travis. I'm going Travis. All you guys kiss my ass. I'm making. All right, Jimmy, you're up.
Jimmy's up.
Okay, so look again. Who's best available right now?
You got the defensive tackle. You got the cornerback. You've got.
Let's look at that defensive tackle.
Oh wait, did I? Let me make. Yeah, you got defensive tackle.
Yeah,
Ty Hamilton.
yeah. Let's scope him out.
Not that good. Not that good.
6'3", 295.
295. That's smaller
For a tackle, yeah. Who else we got?
Take the guy from.
But I mean, this
Oh wait,
guy,
you know what? So
you
it's
throw
funny.
20 pounds on him working out.
Well, it's funny because Rick, I had saved this comment. I had saved this comment from before. Rick said Hamilton for Jimmy. So it's funny. He had mentioned that a few minutes ago.
Colorado receivers.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, like you said, it's the 7th round. Yes, do it. And he comes from championship pedigree.
Absolutely. So the last pick.
Oh, no,
I would
Ryan
do
Leaf.
defensive tackle.
I'll take Ryan Leaf.
You want to take an experiment pick.
Look
Man.
at that. Somebody liked my moves. Falcons trading down was easy money.
I don't know if he's
Frazier?
PFF.
Who?
I got me thinking about.
Who do we take for the last pick? Gadsden. Go Montrell Johnson. Jackson. Or you go Gadsden, tight end. But we got like 3 tight ends.
No.
I take this line. I like this line.
What about that Ron Jeremy guy?
He was part. This was the guy that was on Georgia's
National champion.
national back-to-back national championship team. Then he transferred over to Kentucky.
Okay, SoCal saying Gadsden. Rick is saying a guard.
Guard?
Yep. Rick is saying guard. SoCal saying Gadsden.
You need a guard?
Didn't we get a guard?
I thought we drafted the guard.
What's another one? Oh, we took the center.
You can't have enough guards in life.
I don't know. I mean, we just signed like 3 guards in free agency.
We did.
All right, so Stephen White saying defensive tackle.
I could give you.
I'm sorry, stopping the run in this league.
Yeah, I mean, we're Swiss cheese. What do you think about Harrison?
No, we need to get the guy from Florida. He's like
Which
400 pounds.
He's already gone.
Oh, he got taken?
Yeah, this kid right here. Either this kid or the linebacker. Which way? The linebacker on back-to-back championships, or do you go with this guy? 6'4", 294.
Can't teach size. You can't teach size.
Yeah, we're going defensive tackle. All right, we're going to analyze our draft, see how good our experts are in the chat, because this was your draft. I'm not taking any blame or credit. So let's see what the Falcons.
Look at Jimmy. See?
Falcons got some A's in there.
Look at that.
Got a B plus, Jimmy.
All right.
B plus.
Thank you, everybody, for your help. I appreciate
first pick. Obviously, I helped you with that linebacker.
it. Was that trade? That trade in the first round.
There you go. Very nice. All right. Where's our pick?
We got to cook the.
All right. Let's see. Let's see ours. An F.
Oh!
Who wanted more of that expert? Look at Denzel Burke and D. Gee, we're gonna win 3 games.
Oh God! SoCal was right.
Hey, SoCal got a B plus on his center.
You see? He
Oh
knows what
my
he's
God,
talking
we
about.
got a bottom 24. You guys don't know nothing. As I said, they don't know nothing. I don't want none of you guys criticizing Mike Tag's draft picks again. I told you guys this would happen.
Whose pick was Malachi?
I don't know who picked Malachi. That was an app. I've never even seen an app.
That's great.
That's terrible. I'm not going
I've never even seen an app.
Don't PFF.
Why do we have
I
this
never
zoomed
seen
in
that.
version?
I honestly thought that was your best mock draft.
You got to zoom back out.
What happened?
Why'd you zoom in so much?
Oh, did I zoom in too much?
Yeah. Too funny. It is too. That's too small.
That's too small.
No, that's what she said. Yes, maybe you got to go back to the other one. Didn't listen to me. Rick says you didn't listen to me.
Yeah, Rick was on something. Yeah, we got to go to this. Rick was on something. I thought it was a great draft for you, Jimmy. But this is what I wanted to prove, because everyone says it's so easy. And I got all these people calling me names. I got them talking all this trash about me. I said, you know what? I'm going to give the listeners, I'm going to give all the fans an opportunity. You guys do the pick. I'm just going to sit back and watch. I'm going to sit back and watch and look what happened.
But remember one thing, though. Rick was the only.
Malachi Moore and Denzel Burke was a D.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
But remember, Rick was the one with big enough nuts to come into the cage.
He at least did it face to face. The others hid behind the keyboard.
That's right.
So that's why I give Rick credit.
Look at Rick taking Jimmy's credit.
Make me sick.
Rick got Jimmy to be. Rick is taking
that's right.
I told him to get Restrepo. I told him to get him.
Call you did. No, I had a lot of help. Culture F is for fantastic. That's what Grandma said when she saw his report card.
Well, what is the, I was going to say A, B, C were the top 3. I mean, we're not.
They're so low on
the best, the best pick was Egbuka and SoCal taking the Southern Cal
Well,
Center.
Stephen White says it goes by position. SoCal, not download your nonsense
Can't believe
browsers.
it now
Oh,
anymore now. That's terrible.
it's
It's unbelievable.
no, it's interfering with SoCal's Grinder app. That's why. Next,
Yeah,
Rick.
I've never had to download anything. You just click and go. He's probably in the state where they still legalize that kind of stuff on the internet, and he doesn't want to take a chance. I respect that.
Man.
I'm not gonna hate on it, but it was a good draft. It was funny, Jimmy, and I'm proud of you. You did your homework, you did your due diligence, you checked everything out, you made the list, you checked it twice, and you got yourself a beautiful draft. I think you'd have to be happy.
I'm feeling great.
If that was your draft, 100%. If you guys did not see my final mock draft, I urge you guys
Look at
look at my final mock draft.
Look
You
at
better
Cut's
not
head.
copy this. You go copy Mike Tag. I took a receiver. I took the cornerback. I got the running back. I got the defensive tackle. We got it's lockdown. Lockdown. If the Cowboys did that draft, you might as well polish up that Lombardi and go ahead and throw it in the cave.
So SoCal, I've been in Texas for 5 years. Stephen White, I said everybody's getting all defensive now.
Oh, now armchair quarterbacks. You
Mine
guys had your chance.
Mine has betrayed them.
Mine has betrayed. So, but it was fun. It was
It was a
all
good
in
time.
good time.
Hey, Mikey
guys.
Schefter, what's the Knicks score?
Any Knicks score?
Um,
Where he's gonna check. Anyone have the
Please.
Knicks score? Anyone have the Knicks score?
Okay, SoCal is gloating. How is my
He's
pick?
floating. Guys,
Oh,
SoCal had the highest.
28-18 Pistons.
28-18.
We got him right where we want him.
23-18.
Yeah, they're going to choke again. They're going to choke again. But hey, this is what we're going to give everyone for the Falcons. We give them a round of. Do you hear the round of applause?
I didn't hear it. Sorry.
You didn't hear that? Oh,
No.
it's not working. It was working before. No,
Oh man,
you didn't hear
got me all
that?
excited. No.
No. All right. Well, we gave you a round of applause. We give you a round of applause.
Proud of you.
Yes.
You did good. You're a top. You're obviously an NFL insider. So, guys,
I
listen
called
up.
Uncle Cheech. I called Uncle Cheech, damn it. Hey, Stephen White, your Stars have a big comeback game against the Avs. I'm telling you.
This is it, guys. We'll wrap it up, but it was a lot of fun. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share, all that kind of stuff. We picked up a ton of new subscribers. Hope we didn't lose any with this terrible draft that we did. Remember, it was you guys, not me. Go back and look at my final mock draft if you hadn't seen it. But Thursday night, we are going to have a live extravaganza for the draft. You got Mikey Schefter's going to be in the house. You got Jimmy's. I think. Are you going to be in the house?
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Greg is confirmed. Eugene Lockhart is confirmed. Kelly, of course, is confirmed. And you guys are going to be a part of it too. If you want to pop in, we got our fan of the month. We're going to be. He's going to be in here as well. So we've got a lot of cool stuff that's going to be happening. So we're definitely excited. So you guys tune in Thursday night. We'll be letting you know what picks are going where. So you don't need to watch NFL Network. You can mute it if you want. Hang out in the cave, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But Jimmy, any final thoughts? I did say update. Lightning have reached out to me. I gave them my social media credentials. I showed them where I'm at. They asked, our hype video is going to be included if you become a season ticket holder. I said I got to speak. I got to speak to my agent. You know, Jimmy Dee will be handling any kind of negotiations when it comes to hockey because I don't know anything about it. But we're in talks now to try and come to some sort of agreement on prices. That's the thing about them. They negotiate. Dallas is taking it. The Lightning negotiate.
Well, and not for nothing. The Lightning, they draw. You know what I mean? So they draw, and they're still negotiating with you.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And
they said they have a waiting list, but they said if Mike Tag says he wants in, I mean, you know.
Oh, you're going to be doing hype videos 3-4 days a week.
We're gonna make a spot for him. So it's
hey,
gonna
so be Kelly said to make sure I got a cocktail mixed up for Thursday night. So
absolutely. We want drinking. Unless you're working on Friday, then drink enough to where you can at least show up to work on Friday or use that for your off day. Also, we'll be making our rounds Cowboys Can Fan, we're going to be on. The World's Podcast, the UK Cowboys will be making an appearance on there, and whoever else invites us, we never turn down an opportunity to talk some Cowboys. So keep an eye out for your boy out there, but it'll be good. So anyway,
SoCal Kings are a sleeper in the West, and the Leafs can kiss my ass.
Kiss his ass and kiss my.
That's right.
Everybody's. So all right, guys. We appreciate it. Any final words, Jimmy, on your Knicks? A big win, playoffs. I'm hearing a lot of talk. Are you guys feeling confident, Mikey, with the Heat? Are you? Mike, I made a bet with Mikey. I told him if they win that game 1, you and I are going to drive down. We're going to go to game 3, and
well, they're probably cheaper now.
They hung out and then they were like lost by 20.
Yeah,
it's all right. I think we'll be fine. If we take game 2, go 1-1 into Miami. I like our chances.
So you just got to steal one. You just got to steal one. That's it.
You gotta steal one. Any final thoughts on wrestling before I leave, Jimmy? We watched WWE. Very disappointed. Snooze fest. Very disappointed in the ending. Did you happen to watch it or not?
Yeah. So yeah, what a horrible. So they teased The Rock, and this whole angle with Cody Rhodes and Cena was built on The Rock, and he even show up. And Travis Scott shows up, and they interrupt the match for his entry and him to walk it. That was crazy.
And
unbelievable.
Ric Flair. That's how Ric Flair is going to lose the most champions. I mean,
that WrestleMania last night was terrible. I was waiting for the final boss.
No, that's what we were just saying. So.
No, it was awful. And not only that, I mean, if you want to look even further here, when they had the Hall of Fame ceremony the other night, and they had to me is stupid, the best match or whatever, Hart, which was a great match, Hart and Austin. They didn't get some big entrance, but Triple H gets his entrance music to come in and shake their hand. I don't know. They really dropped the ball on that one, and they've been.
The best part was when Stone Cold hit the wall and the lady did
that's right.
She flew like 8 feet. It wasn't even near, but all of a sudden she flew. Had to get everyone over there.
That's right.
Looking for a payday.
The memes on Twitter were great.
But isn't it like when we went wrestling? If that would happen to us, we would have jumped over the thing.
Hell yeah!
We would have made fun with it. It
would have been great. And the next day I still would have called an attorney, but we would have had fun with it at the time.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we're going to get out of here. We're going to go watch the shows, watch our stories. We're going to be live Thursday night, man. Make sure you guys tune in. It's going to be a lot of fun, laid back, relaxed. You guys hang out in the cave. Cowboys going to make that pick. They're going to force me to do that first hype video. So make sure you guys stay tuned. We'll see you. Take care.
Give me somebody that's hungry. Give me somebody that's hungry. I need somebody.